Hey, congrats on the win. But my question is for TJ. Can you please last the games you have had a total impact on both the defensive edges and offense? But what's fulfilling you in this season?
Just getting back to like playing how I know how to play and just playing free and within the flow, not forcing anything. And I think nobody forces anything. So it makes it easier to just get open shots because we're going to keep moving it till we get a great shot. We run the floor, everybody's rotating, and that's just how I instinctually play. So it's been a pretty easy transition.
Third quarter specifically today, had a really good third quarter. Basically, you just go through what were you?
Well, the posts were getting a lot of deflections and it led to easy transition buckets. Or they were just scrambling, not matched up with who they wanted to be, and we were able to exploit that. So it really started there with the posts guarding really well, getting their hands on balls and tipping them out, and then we were able to scoop them up and run the other side. And then, Courtney has to continue to flip my mindset of just being a reverser and a decoy in the corner and stuff like that and get back to looking for my shot. And so that's what we talked about at halftime. And I think in the third quarter came out and try to show that.
Where is the defensive buy-in come from for this team? Is it like the franchise identity? Is it start day one in practice? Like what's the source of that defensive buy-in along with?
I mean, it starts with Cheryl for sure, but I think our anchor is Lan. Like, I think that just her ability to dictate every possession, along with Fee, but just her energy and her aggression on the ball, like making it hard for the post players to reverse the ball and getting deflections, things like that, allows us to really dictate as guards. But I think everything starts with our post players, like their ability to be up in passing lanes and dictate. It's really, really hard, and that's something that it doesn't always show up on the stat sheet, but just her energy and awareness on every possession is really great for us.
You like something. One for each of you, if I could, DiJonai to start. Just what do you do to prepare for defensive schemes in the middle of a season like this? Are you watching film? Like what is it that has allowed you to kind of fit in as seamlessly as you have right away on the defensive end here?
At the end of the day, I feel like it's just about playing hard and competing, making it difficult and it doesn't have anything to do with schemes. It's just about heart and about effort and about wanting to do that. And then everything else kind of just falls into place. Everyone does the same things. So it's not like it's that difficult to adjust to a new team just guarding the same people. But I just feel like it's just playing hard and I'm able to just really lock in on the ball or whoever I'm guarding because I trust that behind me everyone's going to be there rotating and have my back if I do get clipped. But as long as, everyone's doing it at 100% effort, then I feel like we're going to be great.
And Kayla, for you, just how meaningful is it for this team this year to have a plan B in all these instances? Natisha comes in and gives you these extra minutes when Courtney gets her fourth foul. You have Masha coming off the bench. It would be this extra big. Do you feel how important is it to have those plan Bs? And do you feel like this team has, let's say, more plan Bs even than last year?
Yeah, I mean, it's just next man up mentality. And I think that we're all on the same page. So whoever comes in, they're just going to do their job to the best of their ability. And we have a lot of trust in that. We've been in enough situations and we've had enough experiences together that we pick each other up. Obviously we're down the best player in the league right now. So everybody has to be a little bit more engaged, do a little bit more. And I was really proud of Mosh and then T too. I mean, it's hard coming off the bench and you don't know, if Courtney's on a heater, you might only play 10 minutes. And then today, I thought she was really impactful for us, just her pace and her ability to get to the rim. And that's just her being a pro. And that's what we've seen from T over the last 2 years too. So there's just so much trust, whether she's playing with me, with Nay, like it doesn't matter. And that's the great thing about this group is that we really don't care who gets the credit or what's happening. We all just want to be great for one another and hold ourselves accountable first to what we need to do to be great. So that's the best part about it is that we're really just hooping. And that's why it feels so good. That's why it's very seamless for somebody like Nay to come in and just kind of do her thing because we're all doing our thing and we have a lot of belief in that.
Thank you, Joe.
Along those lines, Cheryl was in there talking about DiJonai's impact and that it does also food you up to not just have to
my gosh, yes.
center, a lot of possession by possession basis. You just reacted that way. I mean, have you felt that big difference, just energy-wise? How you feel? Is it after a game, during a game?
Yeah, it helps. I mean, as somebody who's gone against Nay on the other side, knowing that that's the person that's behind me or, next to me, guarding Sabrina or taking a little bit of that load off, it helps a lot. And so I'm very, very grateful. And I told Cheryl it's like a luxury to have that, just somebody who's just as competitive and able to, just get up into somebody and dictate the way that she can. And then also just her ability to get out in transition, the old boards, like it's just another great basketball player, alongside of you. So that's something that I'm very, very thankful for. And just her willingness to compete on both ends of the floor too. Like it's not easy. It's not easy in this league to have somebody who has a great IQ, but also wants to work on both ends of the floor. So very, very grateful for that. For sure.
Kayla, you brought up Lamb, and Cheryl was asked earlier if she thought she should be the defensive player of the year. Your thoughts? Do you think she should be the front runner for DPOI?
I think Land does more for us that doesn't show up on the stat sheet than probably any other player in the league. Like sometimes doesn't show up on the stat sheet, but her ability to put her body on the line, and just the awareness and the competition level that she has on a nightly basis, for us is priceless. We can put her on anybody. We can ask her to switch. We can ask her to hedge. We can ask her to rebound, shoot threes, and run the floor as well. And there's never like a second thought. It's just, we know Lynn's going to give it to us 100%. So, I think she should be in the conversation, and just her ability to get deflections, her length, block shots, steals. I thought in that third quarter, she really dictated for us, just getting her hands on the ball. When they were trying to reverse it, she got a couple deflections, which allowed us to get in transition. She changed the game, and that doesn't show up on the stat sheet. You know what I'm saying? But just her ability to do that, at a high level, is priceless for us.
And just one more follow-up question on the post to people were talking about that. What did you think of Maria's minutes tonight? And she has 2 crucial blocks, and she played a lot of minutes tonight.
Yeah, Mosh has been the best player in Russia for like a decade. I got a chance to play with her overseas, but she also knows those players. She played with Stewie, she played with Emma, she played with JJ for 3 years. So she's been in those practices, and I think that Cheryl had confidence throwing her in there. And I have a lot of confidence in her and her ability. But I was really happy for her. It's been up and down. Obviously, we have the best player in the league, go down, and Jess got a little knocked up. So for her to come out there and just kind of be like this in this type of game, this type of environment, just says the type of player she is. So super happy for her.
Okay, what you so weird schedule for 3 times in 9 days. Is it kind of like a playoff series, you go home and you sort of focus on them for the next 2 games, so at least you go home that year?
Yeah, for sure. I think that's how we want to treat it. It's a weird schedule, 9 days and 3 games, but I don't know what that's about. But I am excited for the challenge. I think that you kind of treat it like that. You get to know a team, what they like to do, getting their play calls and stuff like that. I think it's good for both teams. So yeah, it'll be good competitive basketball over the next 10 days, and looking forward to it.
Oh, good. Good.
Okay, real quick, Kayla, first of the win. Just want to ask whether that Mcbride drive that you had or just the defense, what was your favorite play in the game for you? And for you, DiJonai, this is the best offense the best system that you played with, considering the great system that you played with in Connecticut as well. So, for you first.
I don't think there was a specific play that was my favorite. I think it was just that burst in the third quarter. We were just getting tips and then getting out, and it was T one time, it was Nay one time, it was me one time, and that's how you want to play. That's fun, That's like the best part about it, because you're not thinking, you're not scheming, you're just whooping. And I think that was like the best part of it. That was when I got the most. That's why I was exerting the most energy. But it wasn't even playing; it was being excited, So it was a lot of fun. That's what you want it to feel like. So that was my favorite part.
Yeah, for me, I don't really want to compare, but I feel like both teams had completely different personnel. So it was completely different styles, systems, everything. But this one is definitely very conducive to my style of play as well, and I'm enjoying being a part of it.
Congratulations to both of you, DiJonai. You came up against Alana Smith as an opponent a number of times, and now you are a teammate of hers. You've mentioned that things don't show up in the stat sheet with her, but 9 rebounds, 7 assists, 4 steals, 3 blocks probably hasn't been on too many stat sheets in league history. What was your perception and opinion of her when you were an opponent of hers compared to what you've seen in the past week or so as a teammate?
I mean, I know what Lan could do. I was her teammate for 3 years in college, and she might have been Pac-12 Player of the Year. Like, Lan was a hooper in college too. Early first-round draft pick. So this is what she does. It's just she doesn't get the notoriety for it, but this is truly how she plays, and I've known that on her team as an opponent, and now obviously on her team again. The way that she impacts the game on both sides of the ball, high IQ, she's able to space the floor, she's able to put it on the floor, she's able to guard taller, bigger, stronger post players and post players who can stretch the floor. So just her versatility and her ability to, like Max said and I said, just impact the game at multiple levels. She was on triple double watch tonight, so that's really rare from your 5 player.
Thank you. Since this is a rivalry week, would you say that you guys feel like this is a rivalry now?
I mean, everybody watched the finals last year, and everybody knows, like, it was eerie, like, I said this a while ago, it was eerie coming back. This is the first time we've been back since Game 5, so that's weird. But I mean, rivalries, they're built, and I think we're still building that. And today it felt like it, but I don't want to call it that, until we have more moments like that.
And what's your perspective since you're new to the scene?
Look, I don't know what it is yet. I watched the finals just like y'all.